covenant marriage. Please be seated. Welcome. We have been invited here on this important day to celebrate the very special love between Jessica and Patrick by joining them in marriage. Patrick, Jessica, marriage today is the public and legal joining of your souls that are already united as one in your hearts. Marriage will allow you a new environment to share your lives together, to face life and the world hand in hand. Marriage will expand you as individuals, define you as a couple, and deepen your love for one another. To be successful, you'll need strength, courage, patience, and a really good sense of humor. So, let your marriage be a time of waking each morning and falling in love with one another all over again. Friends, we are gathered here at this hour to witness and to celebrate the coming together of two separate lives. We have come to join this man, Patrick, and this woman, Jessica, in marriage, to be with them and to rejoice with them in the making of this important commitment. The essence of this commitment is the acceptance of another person in his or her entirety, as lover, companion, and friend. It is therefore a decision which is not to be entered into lightly, but rather undertaken with great consideration and respect for both the other person and for oneself. Love is one of the highest experiences that we as human beings can have. It can add depth of meaning to our lives. The central part of love is one of life's greatest joys, and when this is combined with real friendship, both are infinitely enhanced. The day-to-day companionship, the pleasure in doing things together, or in doing separate things, but in delighting to exchange experiences, is a continuous and a central part of what two people who love each other can share. Marriage symbolizes the intimate sharing of two lives, yet this sharing must not diminish, but enhance the individuality of each partner. A marriage that lasts is one which is continually developing, and in which each person is individually developing while growing in understanding of the other. Deep knowledge of another is not something that can be achieved in a short time, and the real understanding of the other's feelings can fully develop only with years of intimacy. This wonderful knowledge of another person grows out of really caring for the other so much that one wants to understand as completely as possible what the other is feeling. Thus, it's possible to share not only joys and successes, but also the burden of sorrows and disappointments. To be known in this way is a priceless thing, because such understanding and acceptance makes it easier to live with our problems, our feelings, and our worries. While marriage is the intimate sharing of two lives, it can enhance the differences in the individuality of each partner. We must give ourselves in love, but we must not give ourselves away. A good and a balanced relationship is one in which neither person is overpowered or absorbed by the other. Thus, it is out of the tension between separateness and union that love, whose incredible strength is equal only to its incredible fragility, is born. At this time, Jessica and Patrick have asked Laurie Keston, the aunt of the groom, to share a read passage.
I've been asked to read The Art of Good Marriage by Woulfe Allen Peterson. The little things are the big things. It is never being told to hold hands. It is remembering to say I love you at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is never taking another for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue through all of the years. It is the mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together to face the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers with the whole family. It is doing things for each other, not in an attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in the spirit of joy. It is not expecting a husband to wear a halo or a wife to have wings of an angel. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humor. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It is finding room in things of the spirit. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is establishing relationships in which independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and the obligation is reciprocal. It is not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner.
Jessica and Patrick have asked Sue Plaster, the aunt of the bride, to read a passage from Ecclesiastes.
From Ecclesiastes, two are better than one because they have a good return from the Lord. If one falls down, his friend can help him up, but pity the man who falls down and has no one to help him up. Also, if two lie down together, they will keep warm. But how can one keep warm alone? Though one may be overpowered, two can defend